Today I'm breaking down a new way winning e-commerce brands are running email marketing in 2025. See, most Klaviyo setups are stuck in 2015, spamming 10% discounts week after week. But in today's landscape of sky-high ad costs and more brands than ever fighting for the same customer, that just doesn't work anymore. So what are the winning brands doing right now? Well, they're focused on something called customer value optimization. Because unlike most email marketing strategies that only create short-term spikes in sales, this actually brings long-term growth and attracts customers who come back again and again, buy without needing discounts, and even refer their friends to buy from you. So how can you start leveraging customer value optimization? Well, after generating over $50 million for our clients in the past 2 years, we've boiled it down to a 5-part formula that we're seeing boost sales by 50% plus for our clients across industries. And I'm gonna be breaking it all down to you today, starting with point number 1. Alright, so strategy number 1 is sending weekly non-discount value-adding campaigns. So, most e-commerce brands either don't send weekly newsletters at all, or they do, but only in the form of discounts and sales. And neither of these is a winning strategy, because to win with email marketing, you want to be sending at least 2 to 4 email campaigns a week with a balanced approach between the following content pillars. So usually what we're doing for all of the e-commerce brands we're working with is separating our email campaigns to these different content pillars, which are product campaigns, promotional campaigns, social proof campaigns, engagement campaigns, re-engagement campaigns, and active customer / VIP customer campaigns. So basically product campaigns, of course, like showcasing your products, promotional campaigns like discounts. You also want to do those every now and then, depending on your brand type and your context, of course. Social proof campaigns like public relations, customer testimonials, customer reviews. There's different kinds of these, but yeah, you get the point. Engagement campaigns are really, it's like a really broad category. There can be a lot of educational campaigns like tutorials, how to use the products, product guides like that. There can also be like blog showcases, quizzes, playful campaigns like gamification campaigns, all this kind of stuff. Re-engagement is meant for lapsed customers who have previously bought from you but haven't bought in a long time, kind of like win-back campaigns. These can be some kind of promotions as well, but they can be a little bit customized for this lapsed customer segment instead of having like these site-wide promotions. And then active customer VIP campaigns are something you want to send to your most loyal customer base every now and then. For example, sending a customer survey for your most loyal customers, asking why they are coming back and buying from you again and again. Or you can send like gifts for these people about being gift for being a good customer. Maybe you're asking them to share a testimonial or use a story of being a customer for you and stuff like that. Anyway, the focus should be on educating and empowering your customers while seamlessly positioning your products as the solution to their problems. Like in the Dura email example here, for example, ever wonder why sweat stinks? Actually, sweat itself is odorless. And there's with the right routine, you can stay dry and odorless all day long. And then, there's tutorial steps. Step 1, keep your skin dry. Step 2, wash regularly. Step 3, neutralize odor at the source. And this is an example of empowering your customers while seamlessly positioning your product as the solution. So like here, they're linking their products into each of these sections. You can keep your skin dry, and then how to do it. We have products to help you with that. Same thing here, wash regularly. We have just for that, and then neutralize odor at the source. And you have an example body spray here. So they are pushing themselves as the solution to this problem. And this is how it should be. In this video here, I'm gonna be going through the process of planning an optimized data-driven email campaign calendar with the help of AI in just a couple of minutes. You have access to this doc because you're watching this video, so you can go to the doc and you can watch this video on your own time, but that's something that you can as well do. I'm not going to be talking too much about it in this video. Now, when you switch from occasional sales to weekly value-adding newsletters, you'll be leveraging your email list to achieve so much more than just discount-seeking customers. Because of course, if you're only sending promotions, you're also attracting those kind of customers who are looking for promotion. But if you're doing educational content, you're sharing all of these different kinds of value for your audience as well, you're going to be attracting different types of customers, and usually those type of customers are more profitable for your business as well. And here's some things that you're going to be achieving when you're switching from occasional sales to these value-adding newsletters. First of all, top of mind effect. So having your name and logo appear in your customers' inboxes 2 to 4 times a week in and of itself is a huge value. So you can see here, top of mind, there's this pyramid of awareness of customers towards your brand. So they're unaware at the bottom, then they recognize your brand, they recall your brand, and then at the end they're top of mind. So whatever you are top of mind in, or in whichever category you're top of mind, if they're thinking about that category, you're the first one that comes to mind for them. And that's something that you can achieve with just sending frequent campaigns to your audience on a weekly basis. Because not everyone in your email list is ready to buy today, but when they are, you're gonna be the one they're gonna be thinking of and buying from if they have been seeing your name constantly on their inboxes and you're the top of mind brand for them. Second thing here is customer empowerment and education. So by sharing valuable tips, tutorials, community updates, and these kind of different campaigns and content, you're actually helping your customers achieve their dream outcome while making them feel heard and understood. This positions your brand as the one brand that cares about them and that they can actually trust. This is something that is so valuable in today's competitive landscape. There's just like brand loyalty is at an all-time low. You can just go to ChatGPT and it's gonna give you recommendations on different kinds of stuff. You need to be able to build some kind of trust towards your customer base and for your customers, so they actually want to come back to you instead of just picking the first solution that they're finding from Google or from ChatGPT, for example. Third value here is site traffic. So obviously the more email campaigns you're going to be sending, the more warm traffic you have clicking those emails on a weekly basis and entering your site as well. And then whenever someone enters and browses on your site, like let's say they open an email, they click the email, they go to your site to read like a blog that you had linked to in the email itself. Whenever they do that, they enter your site, there's potential that they end up actually browsing on the other pages on your site as well, maybe perhaps like leaving with something in their pocket, so maybe they're also making like an impulse purchase or something like that. And then number 4, of course, sales as a result of these previous steps here. So you're top of mind, you're empowering your customers, educating them, and you're bringing site traffic to the site. All of these are generating sales generating sales with non-discount campaigns, while also having a big full list promo sequence every 1 to 2 months will work so much better when the customers have been primed to purchase with all the value and education you've been sharing over the past month. So maybe you have been sharing all of these educational videos, how to use your products, positioning your product as a solution to their problems, and then eventually at the end of the month they already know you, they've been seeing your name all the time, and then you might have like a bigger promo during like a specific period of the year. Maybe there's like 4th of July promo or Memorial Day promo or back to school promotion, depending on what your industry in and what time of the year it is, or like BFCM, of course. When these people already know you and then they suddenly see that there's this promo, it's gonna push even the last customers who have been on the edge to actually buy from you. But this only works if you are not sending these promos all the time, but you're only like sending them maybe once a month, once every 2 months or something, and then otherwise you're focusing on giving value to them, appearing in their inboxes and becoming the brand that they actually trust and want to buy from. I have here some examples of high converting email newsletters, mostly non-discount, but there's also like promotional campaigns in this Figma file as well. I'm not going to go through them right now, but you have access to this again, and you also have access to the video where I walk through them and explain them in my own words. So check these out. It's going to give you a lot of inspiration on what kind of email campaigns you can be sending and what are actually performing, and how you can actually create this value and generate sales without relying on these discount promotional campaigns all the time. Now, strategy number 2 is the use of zero-party and first-party data. First of all, zero-party data, what it means is basically any data your customers are voluntarily providing to you via surveys, quizzes, these kinds of things. And then first-party data is any data you're collecting from your customers when they take certain actions, like browse your site, add products to cart, place orders, searches, stuff like that. And the basis here is that the gap between how much data you're collecting versus how much data you're actually leveraging in your email marketing or marketing in general is huge. And to win with email and retention marketing in 2025 and beyond, you simply need to make better use of your data, because these cookie cutter templatized emails just won't do it anymore. And here are some of the simplest tactics you can use to collect better data and then personalize based on. So first of all, this is probably the most valuable out of all of these, and also the most simple to set up, which is pop-up zero-party data. So here you can see an example from Health. Basically, you can see here, you've got 50% off. To claim your discount, share your number 1 health goal. Then the customer needs to, press this one of these buttons. Are they looking to improve nutrition, mental well-being, improve their sleep, or exercise and fitness? And then based on which one of these they press, their profile is going to get updated with this new attribute in the klaviyo, for example, saying that, okay, these people want to improve their nutrition, these people want to improve their mental well-being, these people want to improve their sleep, and these people want to improve their exercise and fitness. And then based on that, you can do multiple different things. First of all, the easiest and highest leverage point to collect data from your email subscribers is immediately upon sign up. So here you can see this is the pop-up that appears on the site for every new visitor on your site. And I already explained what this means, but why this is the easiest and highest leverage point to collect data. First of all, the responses the response rates are much higher, and you're going to be getting more data all the time compared to a one-time survey. So this is going to be on your site all the time. All of the new people you're pushing to your site through SEO, through organic traffic, through social media, through paid media, all of those people are going to be coming to your site and they're going to be seeing this pop-up. And this way you're kind of like getting consistent data all the time regarding what is like the main goal of your of the subscribers on your email list. And compared to just having like a survey that you send one time to your email list. And then the second thing here, you can use this data to personalize your welcome flow. So first of all, let's say somebody presses improve nutrition here. You're going to be able to create like a separate welcome flow path for those people who want to improve their nutrition, to personalize for them and have recommendations for just that type of person. And then you can have a separate welcome flow for those people who instead are looking to improve their sleep. So maybe here you have like whey protein supplements or something like that. And then better sleep, you might have like magnesium or different supplements that can help you with your sleep. And then, you can use it to improve the welcome flow and increase the conversions there, but also just the overall like subscriber onboarding experience is going to be more personalized for each person, which is good. And with that, it's going to just increase your conversion rates. Here you can see like you can have different paths for, in this case, there was weight loss, there was anti-aging, and then there was sexual health. And there's different path for each, different welcome flow for each of these paths, because of course the goal is really different. So the products that we're recommending, the copywriting we're doing needs to be really, unique for the specific pain point as well. And then even more, you can use this data on top of just improving your email marketing. You can also use this data to understand what the majority of your customers are looking for to focus on those pain points and angles in your paid marketing as well. So let's say you can see here for this one customer that weight loss is, this is each column or like each row here is like 1 month. So you can see like, for example, this month, 3,457 weight loss, or like people who subscribed who marked weight loss as their main health goal. And then anti-aging, there was only less than 500. In the same way as here, you can also like collect similar kinds of insights from this pop-up, for example. So you can have like, okay, let's say 80% of our people are looking to improve their nutrition, 20% are looking to, or let's say like 70% are looking to improve their nutrition, 20% are looking to improve their sleep, and then only like 5% are looking to improve this and this. And you can pretty easily see that, okay, nutrition is going to be the angle that most of our customers are coming from. Most of our customers are looking to improve. And then you can also use that insight in your paid marketing, in your other parts of your marketing funnel to, optimize the communication for that angle. So you want to be maybe doing more advertising, more ads, more creatives related to nutrition in this case compared to related to any of the other points. So this is something that you can also do with this data collection here, and this is probably the simplest way to collect more data, as I already explained. And of course, one thing to note here, the most common objection I hear about this tactic is that adding a data collection step in the pop-up decreases opt-in rates and works against you. So instead of having the email collection, you're having this on the first window. Many people are saying that, okay, this would decrease the opt-in rates. If without diving deeper, it would make sense. It would sound like it would make sense, but let me explain to you why it doesn't. This is simply not true. Like I said, we've tested it for dozens of e-commerce brands, and in every case, the sign-up rate has been higher than if we asked the email input straight away. And why is this? Because of a psychological principle of micro-commitment. So people are more likely to take action with a lower friction step, like pressing a button, than by filling out their contact information straight away. And then once they've already taken the first step, so once they already went here to the pop-up and pressed this one, then the next window is gonna ask them to, provide their email. And in this part, they're much more likely to follow through with the rest of the steps, such as typing their email, because they already started, they already gave their main, they already gave their data on what is the main goal, and now they're being asked another step before they can claim their discount. There's this principle of micro commitment that actually makes them follow through and makes them much more likely to go and actually input the email address as well. Like I said, we've been testing it, and every single time having this micro commitment data collection step at the first window has been outperforming a pop-up where there wasn't this one and there was just the email collection straight away. Here is a link to our case study and also a link to the video where I go through it. This is proving the point perfectly. This is how we both multiplied the list growth and significantly improved the conversion rates for one of our telehealth e-commerce clients by collecting this data on their main health goal on the first part of the pop-up, and then personalizing the welcome flow, and then personalizing their ads and everything based on that. Now, second step here, how to collect data of your customers. You can also do it through email campaigns and flows. So the first one was the pop-ups. Now the second thing is how to do similar kind of data collection through your email campaigns, newsletters, and then also the flows/automations. One option, I have here a couple of examples on how you can do this. First example here is Qualitative Service. So you can send this kind of qualitative service where you're asking your customers to fill a survey, fill some information, write down their thoughts, write down their comments, feedback, and then you can utilize that in whatever way you wish with your marketing, with your product development, and with anything else you are looking to improve. So in this example from one of our clients, we're sending, "Hi there, we're working on new ideas to help you get even more out of your daily ritual. Whether it's clean energy focus or just better coffee, you know what works for you. Only takes 2 minutes. And as a thank you, we're going to be giving you £10 off your next order. Then fill the survey. People press the link, they're going to be filling the survey, and at the end of the survey there's going to be this discount gift for them of filling it. You can also do it without discount codes. It's not necessary. For this brand in question, we wanted to do it because we noticed that it increased the response rates, and it was something we were willing to do against getting this data because the data is so valuable for us. So here's one example on how you can collect data through email campaigns. There's also quantitative surveys. So qualitative surveys are more like, people are writing their answers instead of just like pressing multi-choice buttons or stuff like that. And then quantitative surveys are like more quantifiable. So in this case, what stopped you from buying? We have like pre-selected options for them. So this is actually something we did for this client at the end of the checkout abandonment flow. So at the end of the cart or checkout abandonment flow, for those people who never finished their purchase, we're asking what stopped you from buying this time. And then they can press one of these buttons. I don't trust the quality, price is too high, didn't find my flavor, or prefer another brand. And then whatever of these buttons they press, we have created segments inside Klaviyo, and we can see that, let's say 50% of people don't trust the quality, or 50% of people didn't find their flavor or whatever. And then we can look at those on a monthly basis and see that, okay, the most common reason for people not finishing their purchase is X out of these. And then let's say the objection was didn't find my flavor, then we might want to focus on that. We might want to create new flavors or communicate our flavors better or whatever. And then in that case we can to take action and increase our conversion rates and decrease our abandoned cart rates with the data that we're collecting from here. And then there's another option or another example how to collect data. This is like a voting campaign, I call it. So basically we are actually giving the customer the choice on like what kind of Father's Day sale we want to be running. So we're giving them the voice here and the choice here to choose like their promotion that they're looking to get. So cast your vote now. Poll closes in 24 hours. Then there's like, do you want Mushroom Elixir starter bundle with 15% off, or do you want free Mushroom Elixir with £75 plus spend, or do you want Lion's Mane Coffee 3-month gift subscription 10% off? And then whatever they press, again we have 3 different segments in Klaviyo. We have segment of people who voted this, we have segment of people who voted this, and then we have segment of people who voted this. And then we also have an opt-out segment for people who don't want to be a part of Father's Day sale, because it might be a sensitive subject for some people. Their father has passed away or for different reasons, So for this we also have an own segment. And then after this we're going to be sending the right offer for each people based on what they voted here. And then for these people who opted out, we're just going to be excluding them from the sale, so they don't need to receive the Father's Day communication. So that's how you can also do this. And then there's other kind of data you can collect as well. So here the first part was the pop-up zero-party data collection. Second part was through email campaigns and flows. And then the third part here is other data. So what kind of other data? There's a lot, but I'm going to be giving again like a couple of actionable examples. First of all, cohort data and predictive analytics. In Klaviyo, you can find this from the advanced analytics, or you can use tools like Lifetimely, for example. This kind of data helps you in understanding when a person is most likely to buy again, and then what products are most likely to be bought together. Or similar kinds of insights. And what are the example use cases? You can, for example, optimize the timing of a replenishment, cross-sell or subscription upsell flow based on when the customer is most likely to repurchase. So here you can see, wait until person's expected date of next order, and then when that happens, then you're going to be sending them the email. So Klaviyo has this machine learning thing where they can, for each profile on your list, they can figure out like the expected date of their next order. So when is the most likely date for them to make their next order? And then when that date arrives, you can send them a personalized email at that time, pushing them to make the new sale. You can also optimize your cross-sell product recommendations based on what the customer purchased previously. So let's say you've been seeing that, okay, this kind of product X and this kind of product Y has been usually bought together. Then if somebody bought product X in the past month, then you might want to send a cross-sell email promoting the other product that is usually brought together with that. And in that email, you can say that, okay, complements your previous purchase and explain why it does that. And then based on that, you can give them extra value and just increase their conversion rate by offering something that is relevant for them. And here you can see this cohort data, predictive data in Life. This is a screenshot from Lifetimely, so you can see how many people are basing, what is the time lag between repeat orders. So here's like the first order comes at this point, so 0 days, and then how many days after that are most people purchasing again. So you can see 24% of everyone is purchasing again, 0 to 7 days, then 30% of people within 8 to 15 days, and then here you can see the cumulative percentage of repeat orders. So for example, within 16 to 30 days, 55% of all cumulative orders have already happened. And then, within 120 days, 93% of all of them have happened. And then the rest is just going to be coming within this time period here. And then another example from Lifetimely, you can follow this kind of product journey, product funnels. So here you can see, for example, that let's say this is a product muscle value pack, and then when somebody purchases muscle value pack, what is the average time to next order? Then what are the products that they usually do purchase after this one? So you can see, okay, usually most people go to buy this vegan plant shake after muscle value pack, or then just repurchasing the existing one. So then when you are sending a replenishment campaign, you probably want to be promoting this one and this one, because these are more often bought together compared to any of the other products. So this is an example of how you can utilize this product cohort data to optimize your marketing communications. All right, and then another example here, how to use this data. You can set up these conditional splits in your email flows. So for example, you can set up personalized abandonment flows based on what is the product they have abandoned previously, what is the value of their abandoned cart, are they an existing customer or are they somebody who has never bought from you before. You can, for example, have a discount for those people who have never bought from you before, but avoid discounting for those people who are already existing customers, in order to not condition them to only buy at discounts. And then you can also personalize your post-purchase flows based on which product did they buy, how many orders have they placed before, and so on. So different flow for first-time customers, different educational email depending on what product they purchase. Like there's an example on how to use the product. Of course, you want to customize that based on the product they actually did buy, and so on. And here you can see an example. So I'm on checkout started. So this is a checkout abandonment flow. You have the conditional split here, has fulfilled order at least once overall time, and then for those people who have, they are existing customers, you have a different communication. And then for those people who haven't, they are prospective customers. And then for them, you have a different kind of communication again. So that's another example here. And then campaign newsletter data, some other insights here. So every month you should be running a full report on your past month's campaigns and drawing insights on the performance, and then optimize the next month's calendar based on what worked well and what didn't. And you can do this manually. You can do this, it's going to be partly manual, but we're utilizing, for example, this example prompt. I have the prompt here for you. You can watch it on your own time when you get access to the doc. Basically, with this prompt, we are helping AI, or we are doing this AI-powered data analysis of every month, all of the email campaigns we're sending for our clients, analyzing what are the aggregate metrics, what are the campaigns, what are the worst campaigns, and what kind of insights can we draw from those. Like, okay, this content pillar has been working really well, this other one hasn't. So then next month we can maybe cut out those low performing campaigns, and then we can double down on the angles that we have seen work really well in the previous months. So this is another way to utilize this zero-party and first-party data. All right, strategy number 3 is automating customer support and feedback collection. Oh yeah, real quick, if you're an e-commerce brand struggling to find time to run your email marketing and you're not seeing the kind of revenue your email list should be bringing in, then click the first link in the description and book your free retention growth consultation and audit with us. We recently did this for our long-term partner Balance Coffee and helped them 2x their email sales while adding 50% to their total revenue in just 90 days. Now let's move on to the next and honestly highly overlooked point. Now strategy number 3 is going to be automating customer support and feedback collection. And this one is by far the most rarely utilized aspect of retention marketing, but the benefits here are really, really clear. So done right, it can first of all save you and your support team hours and hours every week. It can decrease your support tickets and response time. It can mine valuable feedback on autopilot for your brand, and it can also contribute to the overall improved customer experience with your brand. And here are some of the examples of how you can achieve this above with retention marketing. So number 1, I'm going to be focusing on post-purchase journey, what you can do within your post-purchase journey, achieve these benefits here. You can implement order editing app. This is a Shopify app we're using for multiple of our clients with a lot of success. This is basically helping you in 2 different ways. It's helping you reduce your support workload, support tickets, and it's also helping you increase your AOV. And how this works, this is basically a Shopify app you can download from Shopify. You can integrate with Klaviyo and Shopify really easily. And what you can do with it is that basically it's going to be adding this extra widget in your Shopify, order confirmation page. So on top of like the normal order confirmation page, you also have this edit your order section here. So as a customer, without having to contact support, you can edit your order within a specific time frame, and you can set up the time frame yourself in a way that it suits your fulfillment. Usually it's like something between 30 to 60 minutes, for example. And within that time period, the order is available for editing. It's like on hold, and people can edit it themselves. And then after that time period, it's gonna get into fulfillment. And you can see here as an example from Hexcloud, it's basically, thank you, John, order is confirmed. You have a chance to edit your order, address details, apply discount code, change your pant size, and then also you can add something to your order with a discounted price. And you can also set this discount yourself. And this brings me to the second value of this order editing app, which is going to be increasing the AOV. And here's an example of how we do that. So we can add this, here's one example from one of our clients. So you can create this order editing upsell email, immediate upsell email, which is getting sent straight after the purchase is made. And it's basically within the time frame when the order is, you can set up like a custom discount for any added item that are going to be added to the order. And then you can send this kind of email for your customer. There's room for more. For the next 60 minutes, you can add anything to your order and get X% off. In this case, it's 25% off. And it's only going to be discounted from the added item, not from the already existing item. So this way you can, lose a little bit on margin on this one added item, but you can increase your AOV with this kind of upsell. And this app has been really good help for many of our clients. First of all, by decreasing support tickets because they don't have to contact your support every time, but also because you can increase AOV with these immediate upsell emails. All right. Second point here in your post-purchase journey, what you can do is you can customize your transactional email and SMS and internal alert setup, build this order tracking page within your Shopify store. This is Wonderment, the app that we're usually using here. Nowadays it's Loop, but Wonderment is what it was previously called until it was acquired by Loop. And what it does, why would you customize your transactional setup? First of all, it improves the overall customer experience and brand image. If you just have like default Shopify order confirmation emails going out from Shopify, and then all of your other emails are looking completely different. We've actually had brands where the clients are, where their customers are coming to us, to our support team, and saying that, this looks like a spam email or like a scam email or something like phishing email, something like that, and they're not even trusting the email, and then they're marking it as spam because it doesn't look anything like the normal marketing emails that we're sending from the brand's address. So that's one reason why you want to customize these. You want to make them branded. We want to make them look similar and consistent with the marketing emails you're sending. Also, what this does is that it increases repeat purchases because you're pushing people with these transactional emails and SMS contact points. You're pushing people back to your site. You have a link to go to the tracking page to track your order. Then they're going to be going to your website. And when you have customized the order tracking page, you can basically push people to the page, and then in the page you can offer them upsells, cross-sells, additional resources like how to use the product, whatever you want to offer there. And this way you can bring warm traffic back to your site, and maybe they convert to repeat customers while they're waiting for the previous order, for example. And also, of course, they can just track the order status. They don't have to be reaching out to your support all the time. They can trust you more. So it's good in that way as well. So let me give like an example setup of what we've been doing for our clients with this Wonderment implementation. So here is you also have access to this Marboard on your own when you're watching this video. So you can go deeper into this. Here's all of the instructions on how to do the integration with Klaviyo, how to set up the emails technically, and then what kind of emails to set up. So here are the main touch points that we recommend setting up. First of all, order confirmation. Example, thanks for choosing balance. Confirming your order. Then you can edit your order, going back to the previous point about order editing app implementation that I mentioned. You can get back to the page here and edit your order yourself. You have all of the information about the order. And then this is the main one here, order confirmation. Then you can set up shipping confirmation. So order is on this way. Again, track your order, shipment details, stuff like this. And shipment picked up. Then here you can have shipment picked up, order has shipped, email, and then you can also have SMS if the person accepts SMS. So your order ID, this is in transit with event carrier, or carrier name here, and then more info from tracking page, and then the people can click from the SMS back to the tracking page on your website. And this is one big touch point. And then the similar way, shipment out for delivery, here's similar thing with SMS as well. Then there's shipment delivered, again, similar kind of thing with SMS. And then negative delivery experience. This is something that has been really interesting. So for example, what we are often doing is that in the shipment delivered email, we're adding this feedback collection here. How was your delivery experience? And then they can press it was great or it was not so good. In case it was not so good, then you can create, negative delivery experience alert. So you can have an alert going to your team when somebody marks their shipment experience as negative. And this email or this internal alert can, notify your support team that, hey, FYI, your customer marked their delivery experience as negative. Let's reach back to them, offer help, and resolve the negative experience. And here's the tracking code for your reference. And then our support team can go there and can turn those negative experiences into positive ones and increase the overall customer happiness and customer satisfaction. And then of course, like other touch points, stalled shipment. If the shipment is stalled, you want to be notifying your customers about it. Stalled, so they don't have to worry about are they actually getting it. They don't have to, start giving negative feedback of you, but they are actually being updated on what's happening. And also SMS can be here as well. And then you can also have like a, internal alert connected here as well. So heads up, one of your orders is stuck in transit longer than usual and has not moved in more than 7 days. And then the team can support team can go there and try to resolve it, and then can communicate this situation to the customer as well. And then attempted delivery, another email here in the setup. And then return to sender alert. This is an internal one again. So, FYI, we just got a notification that this order has been returned. And then there's order number or ID, and then there's the tracking URL as well. So this is pretty much the whole setup. You can go deeper into how to actually set it up technically. We have all of the triggers here, filters here. All of these are explained, so you can go deeper into it and you can see what we have been using here. But this is basically the setup contains in most cases. All right, number C, or like number 3 of the post-purchase journey, what you can do there to improve the customer experience and automate the customer support is this thing that we call product adoption email, or you can also have like NPS or satisfaction survey email as well. And what this does, it helps you mine higher quality reviews by segmenting out people who are dissatisfied and focusing on customer support to turn those dissatisfied ones into delighted ones. So here's an example of one of our clients' emails. How has your experience been with disking? And then they can press good, I'm satisfied, or bad, I'm disappointed. What happens when they press any of these buttons is that they're getting updated in Klaviyo by this property called, post-purchase experience equals, and then it equals satisfied if they press this one, and it equals dissatisfied if they press this. Both of these buttons, when they press them, they also lead to a dedicated landing page addressing their response and offering relevant resources. So if they're pressing this one, they're getting to a landing page that says something like, great, you're doing good, offering some additional value for them, maybe like cross-sells or upsells or something like that, whatever you want to include there. And then if they press bad, I'm disappointed, then they're going to be directed to this landing page saying that, sorry to hear, things are not going as expected. Our support team is reaching back to you ASAP to resolve this issue or something like that. And then what happens at that point, we're going to be building this flow in Klaviyo with this split. So if their experience is satisfied, they're going to be exiting the flow and they're going to be entering our review flow. So then we're going to be collecting reviews from those people who are satisfied. So we're only sending review requests for those people, and then we're all like able to get higher quality reviews and higher rating reviews as well. And then for those people who are not satisfied, we're going to be sending a plain text automated customer support email, something like, hey, we noticed your experience wasn't as good as can be. Can you explain what's the issue here, and we can help you resolve it. And this has been a really, really good experience. Customers, getting them happy, getting dissatisfied customers turned into happy ones, and then getting the already happy customers giving us better quality reviews. Now, number 2 here, after the post-purchase journey part, is Klaviyo Customer Hub integration. So this is a new feature within the Klaviyo B2C CRM product suite that they have. And this is basically this is a really simple thing you can implement to your storefront. If you have Klaviyo and Shopify, you've integrated both of those together, you can pretty much enable this from your Klaviyo Customer Hub tab here within your Klaviyo account in a couple of clicks. Takes like 2 minutes. And then of course the customization can take more time, effort, planning and stuff like that. But actually enabling this is like really just like 3 clicks or something, and then it's done. And what this actually contains and what this actually is this kind of hub, as it's called, or like dashboard that you get as a customer to your website. So whenever a customer enters your website, they have this hub there, this widget in the website that they can enter, and then they can follow different things there. So everything that they might need is inside the hub, so they don't need to look from them in different places, different emails. So for example, if they have an order coming, they can track the order from here. They also can chat with the support from here straight away just by starting to chat, and then your support team can be answering them in real time. You can also have an AI AI support agent starting the conversation with them. And then if it's requiring human interaction, then they're also going to be directing it to a real human. You can have like different coupons that are available for that kind of customer. So if you have like a promotion ongoing, they can find the promotional codes from here without having to go to the email and search for them. And then you can have, your order history, your profile. You can edit your profile details, addresses, everything like that. And then they're getting updated in real time in those customer profiles in Shopify and Klaviyo. So this is something you can really easily implement, part of the Klaviyo's new features, and it's something we definitely recommend setting up. Right. Number 3 here on how you can automate customers and feedback collection. This is what you can do within the welcome flow. Here's an example. You can add this support check-in for non-purchasers at the end of the welcome. This can be like a plain text email, reach out, like looking like a personal email coming from one person within your team. It can be the founder, it can be the CEO, it can be customer success manager, whoever you want it to be coming from. And then it can look like something like this. So how can we, we wanted to check in as we noticed you have been an email subscriber for a while, but haven't started your first treatment yet. And then we are asking why they haven't started it yet, if they have any questions about us, or the ordering process or anything, we're here for you. And then we're asking for replies, and then we're also directing them to contact us on a lead. And this way we can collect insight from our customers, understanding why some people end up not buying, and then we can try to fix those issues. And also when people respond to us, we can just start a conversation with them and guide them towards their first purchase. And this is a really good way to get more people purchasing from you at the end of the welcome flow, and also just mine valuable feedback. Okay, then there's abandonment flows, different things you can do within your abandonment flows. So browse, cart, checkout abandonment to mine valuable feedback and automate the customer. Number A here is FAQ email. We're usually using this as like the second or third email in the abandonment flow. So when somebody started their questionnaire this is like a telehealth brand, so this is basically the same thing as adding to cart, but in telehealth context it requires like people to start a questionnaire and fill their questionnaire, and then if they don't end up finishing the order, they're going to be getting this abandonment email. So this could also be like, I'm reaching out regarding the abandoned cart, or like the cart you abandoned earlier, something like that. And then we're offering basically help for them here. If you have any questions, just reply here and we'll find you answers. And then another thing, we're also like in the meantime including these common questions and answers below. So there's like most important, like frequently asked questions, different objections, we're trying to handle them within this email, and then we're also pushing them back to finish the order. And this is usually working really well for people who have some kind of objections or trust issues, and that's the reason why they're not able to or willing to finish the order. And after having this email, they're either responding to us and then we're helping them fix the situation and then they order, or they just find their responses straight away from the FAQ section and then they're pressing the link and finishing the order. Because another thing you can do within the abandonment emails is multi-choice survey for non-purchasers. I already showed it in the previous step, but basically at the end of the abandonment flow, if they never finish the order, we're asking what stopped you from buying. So it can be quality, price, didn't find my flavor, prefer another brand, or something else. And then they can press those and we can collect the data, and then we can optimize accordingly. And we can also reach out to those customers depending on what they pressed. So for example, if they press the quality, we can have a conditional split and then we can send an email handling that specific objection. If they press price is too high, we can have a different conditional split and then we can have an email explaining like our price is higher than average, but also, we're using the highest quality ingredients, optimizing for our health and so on. So whatever you want to do, you can personalize based on what they responded here. Then number 5, how to do this within the win-back flow. Here's one example from one of our clients. You can set up this lapsed customer survey within your win-back flow. So if they don't end up converting at the end of the flow, we can send them again something like this. Is something holding you back? We'd love to know. So we're pushing them to the contact us page to explain why they are not, continuing their journey with us. And then we're also, trying to address some problems here. We're asking feedback. We're asking them to reply to the email, and then again CTA to the contact us page, and then signing this from the customers. This email could also be a plain text email as well, but in this case we decided to do it in a design. So strategy number 4 is going to be UGC and referral mining. Acquiring new customers is getting more expensive every day, and successful brands are doing everything in their power to extract as much value as possible from their existing. And this comes in 2 different forms. First of all, making your existing customers buy more, and then second of all, leveraging them to acquire more new customers. And the strategy I'm talking about right now, focusing on the second step here, because sometimes, no matter how happy your customers were, they aren't going to buy again. And this is especially true if you're, selling some non-replenishable one-time products, and people they don't need they won't need to repurchase again after they already bought once. And in this case, by collecting more reviews, testimonials, referrals, or UGC, you can make sure that even those happy customers won't buy again are still bringing you more business in other ways. And here are a couple of example tactics to collect and generate more UGC, more referrals, just more social proof in general. Number 1, competitions. competition emails, for example. So here's 2 examples from these kind of emails. First of all, IVRX, our Easter giveaway, top referrer wins 3 months free of any IVRX treatment. This is an example of like this referral contest. We have a referral app connected to our email channel here for IVRX. So basically we're tracking the dashboard. We're giving like a couple of days, couple of weeks, depending on the situation, for people to refer to other friends of theirs, family members, whoever. They have their own customized referral links, and then they can share those to their closest ones or whoever they want to share them. And then after the campaign ends, we're tracking the dashboard. We're looking at the time between starting the contest to ending it, and then we are able to say that okay, this person who had the most referrals during that time frame is going to be winning this 3 months of free of any of the treatment. So if they're active on a treatment, they're going to be getting free next 3 months in the treatment. And that's still valuable for us because during the contest we're generating like dozens of new customers that are bringing us like thousands every month to just by giving away one prize for one person, we're generating these kind of results, much more affordable than paying in meta ads, for example, to acquire new customers. So this is one example here, and in this case it was also like example how it works. Share your unique link, they make their first purchase, you are getting $50 off, they're getting $50 off from every referral, and then on top of that the winner. So that's like a really good price for this contest, but also really affordable and valuable for us compared to a general customer acquisition cost within paid ads. Another example from DuraDry, 48-hour summer video contest, win $100, and then there's earn at least 100 for sharing DuraDry with your followers on TikTok and Instagram, and then there's context explained again, and then get started. So the CTA is here and then the CTA is here. So these are a couple of examples from these competitions. You can get really creative with it. You can do this like every month, different ones, pushing people to your social medias, pushing people to refer, pushing people to your loyalty programs, whatever you want to be doing, or pushing people to your SMS list, for example, to grow that. You can get creative with this. You can play around, you can do whatever you feel like doing, but most brands are not doing it because it's always like a little bit more planning compared to a normal average easy product newsletter or something. But these make a big difference if you actually do this on a regular basis. Number 2 here, review collection, and you can do this in different ways as well, but here are 2 examples. So Effecti is doing this, or we're doing this for Effecti in this way. So it is like a Trustpilot review collection. See if I can show this properly. So it's like leave us a review on Trustpilot, then enter your email below, we can match it to your review, and then receive a unique $25 off as our thank. So we're thanking people from leaving us a review on Trustpilot, and we're giving them X dollars off for the review. So this is a simple one, and then you have some social proof at the bottom. And then again, another option, you can also do this in a more personalized way, in a way that it looks like it's coming from a real person. So in this case, for Balance Coffee, it's like a plain text email from the founder asking for reviews and offering like this kind of personal gift for leaving the review. And, $50 or 50% off your next one-time purchase for photo reviews, and 25% off for video reviews. And then there's a link to leave the review. So you can do this in a couple different ways. Number 3 here, VIP customer testimonial collections. So if you have really loyal customers, they have bought from you multiple times, you can have a little bit bigger ask there. You might not even have to offer that big of a reward for them. But in this case, it's like, hey, it's already your 3rd order from us. I couldn't be happier. We're actually extremely grateful for your loyalty. And then I'd love to know what brings you back again and again to buy from Balance Coffee. So this kind of email, and then feel free to reply to this message. So then people are coming to us, they're responding to this. It's like a bigger ask than just leaving them to press a button and give us between 1 to 5 stars. But for these loyal customers, it's more likely that they're actually gonna do that based on our ask. And in this case, we can have like this bigger ask, and then we're getting like longer responses from them, qualitative feedback, email responses that we can then use as a customer testimonials within our market. This can also, like I said, takes a little bit more effort than a regular review, but these people are more likely to take action because they're already loyal customers. And you can segment these in Klaviyo, like you can have a normal review collection going for first-time customers, and then you can have like this VIP customer testimonial collection, loyal customers. Now, strategy number 5 is going to be first-time post-purchase or post-purchase experience in general, but I'm going to be explaining to you right now why the first-time customer experience for post-purchase journey is even more important. So everyone is going above and beyond to acquire more new customers, but only the winning businesses have actually understood to do the same for those who just bought for the first time. And this is what makes all the difference for your customer retention. And here you can see this kind of like example customer retention, customer cohorts chart for a given business. So basically you can see first order at this month, and then first order for 0 months after the first order, how many percentage of these people are ordering again. You can have 1 month after, percentage of people are ordering again, 2 months after, 3 months after, and so on. And you can see that most of these repeat orders always happen within the first 1 to 2 months at least. So there's not going to be a lot of returning customers if they don't place their second order within the first 30 to 60 days after coming to you for the first time. And quote by Adam Kitchen, by analyzing any cohort chart in e-commerce, you're going to be quickly able to see that a lot of repeat purchases happen again within the first 30 days of a customer buying, irrespective of the industry. Thus, what happens in the first 30 days after someone buys from you defines whether they'll come back in the future or whether they're just going to be leaving forever and never coming back. And so the highest leverage thing you can do to increase your customer retention and loyalty is to optimize your post-purchase as far as you can. And to optimize your post-purchase experience with retention marketing, you'll want to put together and leverage many of the steps we've already talked about in this training doc. And here are the key ones in chronological order. So starting from here, the action that customer takes, customer places an order. What's going to be happening after that? What can you do after that to make sure that you're optimizing the post-purchase experience and making sure that these people are happy with their experience, more likely to come back to you and become a repeat. Step number 1, you can implement order confirmation email address. You can customize that with Wonderment, and then you can link this to the order editing upsell page with order editing app integration that we already explained in this video. This allows your customers to edit their order and to avoid cancellations and increase potential for cross-sells and upsells, and thus also increase your average order value. Step number 2, you're going to be able to set up these Wonderment transactional email sequences and this custom order tracking page on your site. And this is also what we already talked about. Allows your customers to stay up to date with their order update, and also just improving the overall brand experience, brand consistency, because the transactional emails are going to be looking similar to your market. Number 3, you can integrate the Klaviyo customer hub, which allows customers to track their order again, reach out to your support if needed, leave reviews, find all of their coupons, track their past orders as well, change their customer data, addresses, everything like that. So it's just a hub where all of these things are found in one place. Number 4, product adoption educational email, which we also talked about, allows your customers to learn more about using the product before they receive it to maximize their experience. Actually, I don't think I mentioned this before. So basically, product adoption email is going to be this educational email where you basically, before they receive the order, once they have already placed it, they're going to be receiving this educational email about how to use that product so they can be really primed to make the most out of it once it arrives. Then number 5, satisfaction survey. So this is what we also talked about. 1 to 2 weeks after the order they received, once they already have had time to use the product, get an experience of the product, whether it's positive or negative, we're going to be then sending them this satisfaction survey, allowing them to feel heard and receive support if something went wrong in the experience. Then review and referral mining from happy customers gets you more reviews and referrals from happy customers, of course, and then also allows customers to feel heard and potentially receive an incentive for sharing. So then they can share you like reviews, feedback, social proof, and then they can also get an incentive, makes them more likely to come back and purchase again. Number 7, automated customer support touchpoint and internal alert about dissatisfied customers. This allows your support team to highlight and reach out to the dissatisfied customers and then turn their experience around. It also allows the unhappy customers to feel like your team cares about them and goes above and beyond the issues that they might have. And then last but not least, well-timed cross-sell, replenishment reminder, or subscription upsell. So once the product is running out and they're at the peak of their experience with the previous order, you're going to be timing this when they're most likely to buy again. And this allows your customers to receive a personalized recommendation, help them keep receiving the benefits of your brand, what you are offering for them. Now for the 6th and final strategy in this training, I'm going to be talking briefly about complementary retention channels. Because email as a channel is great, it's inexpensive, it has a huge reach, high ROI, and it allows you to share slightly longer form informational value for your audience. In any case, it's not all encompassing. So for example, urgency messaging is often better received via other channels like SMS or WhatsApp. Different individuals have different preferences. So someone might read emails, someone prefers SMS or push notifications or something else. Also, the engagement from an average email subscriber usually drops drastically after the first 30 to 90 days after signing up. So if somebody has already been on your list for 90 days, for example, it's more than likely that they're going to be slowly starting to disengage with your brand. It's just how it works. Of course, there are loyal customers. You can make those loyal and they are going to be really, really loyal to you for forever, basically. Not necessarily, but at least for years and years. But it's depending a lot on the context of the business. And for example, if you're selling like baby clothing or something like this, it's really natural that people are eventually going to be turning off and disengaging with your marketing emails as well. Anyways, once someone joins your email list, you would ideally do everything in your power to also get those people into your other own channels channels to make sure you're not limited to email only. This is why omnichannel is the way to go. And it's becoming more and more powerful and seamless with today's technology and platforms like Klaviyo, where you can manage all or even more, at least most of these channels in one place. And below are some other retention channels that we recommend leveraging as part of comprehensive retention. So you can utilize SMS, that's usually the first step after email is optimized. WhatsApp is something that is becoming more and more powerful, and especially for the conversational value of the channel, it's really, really good. And some brands are utilizing it even instead of SMS, moving to WhatsApp. But you can also have both of these. So often you might start with SMS and then you might add WhatsApp after that, once you already have email and SMS channels in a good place. Also social media, of course, building your social media channels, building your brand community on these channels is going to be a big value for you as well, because people are hanging out on social media every day. They're going to be seeing you there. They're going to be receiving more and more touch points with your brand instead of just like receiving your newsletters on there. Then push notifications, in-app notifications are something, if you are using like a custom app or if you have your own app, these are something that you definitely want to be utilizing. And these are really, really high engaged retention channel, or this is a really high engaged retention channel. Then something that is becoming more and more powerful is this AI-driven conversational messaging. So you can have an AI agent chatting with your customers. You can connect it to SMS, you can connect it to WhatsApp. You can also connect it to things like the customer hub in Klaviyo. You can have this widget on your site and then people go there. They can start chatting with an AI agent, and they can, the AI agent can respond to their questions and also recommend specific products based on their needs. And this is something that is becoming more and more valuable as AI develops further. And like I said, you can connect it. It's often connected to these other channels here, like SMS or WhatsApp, or even email, but in most cases with these like more urgent channels like this. And then offline, direct mail is a huge one as well. If people are, disengaging with your brand, they haven't been ordering from you in multiple months, you have been sending them like win-back emails, win-back SMS, and they still haven't connected with you, or they haven't opened those emails or SMS channel, messages. At this stage, the biggest value, the biggest, bang for your buck might actually be to send like a direct mail offer for this. So you send them a postcard with a personalized letter, some kind of incentive, and this is something that is a really good complementary thing to email and SMS, for example. But that's pretty much everything I have on the complementary channels for now. This is a long video, so I'm not going to be going too deep into them, but this is something to keep in mind. With email, you can do a lot. Combining it with these other channels and going omnichannel is definitely even more valuable, and definitely something you need to be considering over the long run to optimize your retention. My name is Bernard Brander. I'm the CEO and founder of GrowTrigger. We're the #1 Klaviyo partner in Finland, specializing in retention marketing for Shopify brands. And together with my team, we've helped over 50 e-commerce brands grow and generate between 35 to 55% of their total store revenue from email and SMS marketing. Now here's my email, here's my social media profile links. Now, if you have any questions of the strategies I explained in this video, or you want to learn more about them, or you simply want us to help you implement these for your business, go ahead and take your 60-second email health quiz or book your free consultation call from the links below. And I hope to see you in the next one.